Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Entrepreneur Talks podcast. Today, I'm here with a lovely lady. Her name is Lois Hollis. We're going to be talking about shame and guilt visible. Make shame and guilt visible. But before I introduce you or I call my guest to our session to go live with me, I want to tell you a couple of things. It's coming to the end of 2022, and we are grateful for this year, all every single day. And we want to send happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to every single of our guests, listeners, and watchers. Because we are very grateful as a Women Flix and as persons. And it's very important to remind this day to everyone in the world. So be grateful, be thankful, be blessed. Welcome, welcome to Entrepreneur Talks podcast once again. So let me welcome my beautiful guest, Lois Hollis, today. Hello, hello, Hollis.
Hello. And I am I don't know the word. I am immensely grateful for
Oh, thank
podcasting.
you.
I started about a year and a half ago because the
Wow.
crazy, but anyway, you know what that story is. Because I love to talk with people. And now I'm like, I can talk to a computer. So, anyway, I have been so fortunate to be invited to 17 countries now to spread the
Wow,
message
powerful,
about new shame guilt information. So
amazing.
everyone needs to know shame guilt in everybody in every country. I only know 17 countries so far, but hopefully maybe next year we talk and I'll be 37. Who knows? But
We
it's
never know.
it's all over. Everyone, every country. So this is a
That's
very big
powerful.
topic and we can get rid of it. How about that? We can kick it out.
That's marvelous. I love that. And I'm
So,
with you. Let's go. Let's get rid of.
well, we kick it out. We
Thank
can't say just go. We got to kick it out. And I'll tell you how.
you. That's right. Thank you so much, Chloe, for your mm, starting, your intro. Amazing, amazing. I hope that everyone that is here present or is going to watch us lately be very listening carefully and kick it off. Don't
And take
forget.
some notes. Take some notes.
Yes, for sure. Sure. Podcast is for that kind of situation, that kind of thing. You take notes, you record, take your phone, record, take notes, send us a message, talk to us, talk here with your friends and family about this specific session. Spread the word. Like Louis just said, she's been talking on 17 different countries to spread the word about shame and guilt. Right? Am I
Yes.
right?
So I'm ready.
Let's go. So, Lois, where are you talking from? Which
I'm talking
country? I
from the
know.
United States in the mountains on the East Coast, and it's 27 degrees, but I have a few
Oh,
sweaters on, but that's okay. I like skiing. Um,
oh,
and it's sunny.
wonderful.
So I'm very happy to talk with you today
Oh,
and
beautiful. Thank you. Me
help
too.
me
I'm
spread
so
the
great.
message because we are not victims. We are not put in a place. We are very, very intelligent human beings. But
That's right.
there's one problem. We have not been given the right information. So that's why we struggle since Adam and Eve with the shame guilt nonsense. So that's why I
Mhm.
said take notes because it's a total mind change. And I've been doing this for 15 years,
Yeah.
and it's astounding when the truth hits you. you light up.
That's beautiful. So tell me, before we go into this topic, very important, could you describe yourself in 3 words?
I am a trailblazer.
You are a trail. It's
Blazer.
just the connection. I believe
A
blazer.
trailblazer, meaning I start things that nobody else did because
Love it.
nobody else did, so I'm going to do it. There's a need, and since nobody's doing it, I'm going to do it. That's very my mission.
That's really good. Never thought that way, but I think I'm with you as well.
I think you
I'm
are
one
too.
of
There's a
them.
lot of us who haven't acknowledged being a trailblazer, but since I've been on the podcast, I have to go back and say, well, I started the first kidney hemodialysis unit in the United States in 1966 with all the
Right.
various procedures and machines and teaching home kidney hemodialysis, etc. So,
Mm.
and then I was with open heart surgery in University of Maryland in its infancy. And when I came across my own problems, I found it was shame guilt and nobody was doing this. I said, well, I guess I'm going to be doing it. So I'm a trailblazer.
That's, wow, that's very interesting. Wow, the way you turn things around and you start to do it, that's helpful. So, coming to the topic, tell us what you've been doing lately. What have you been doing lately?
Well, I had a birthday last week. I'm 79,
Oh, bless
and
you. Happy
I'm
birthday.
planning my 80th birthday party at 80 at a rollerblading center because my grandson taught me to rollerblade 3 years ago. Now, preface that I
Oh,
was, pardon, 3 years ago I started rollerblading.
really?
Well, because my grand said, come on, you got to rollerblade with me. I don't want to do this myself. So he was only 6. So he taught me how to rollerblade.
Oh, wow. Well done. That's awesome. That's powerful. I'm so, woo, I'm inspired. I'm going to do it.
Why not? It's great exercise. Forget the gym. It's no fun. Duh, 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 duh. I like to rollerblade with people. It's fun. I'm happy. Now, I was dying at 55. They said you'll
Right.
never live past another year because of my heart leaky valve. I had many traumas in my brain because of the severe childhood abuse that I had.
Right.
I couldn't even go outside during the daytime because of the light hurting my head. I think anybody that has brain traumas, they understand what I'm saying. You can't go out in the light. And if you have 4 or 5 brain traumas, you got to stay in the house.
Right.
So that was my life, and severe scoliosis turned in, and I couldn't breathe. My kidneys were failing. My liver was not good. I had a fatty liver because I had to take medications for 30 years of migraine headaches because of all the brain traumas. So I was a sick person, still going,
Wow.
but very sick.
And now you healed, I presume, I believe.
Oh, of course, I can
By your,
rollerblade.
that's good. And
And
yes, carry on. Say,
well,
sorry.
yeah, I found an incredible healer, chiropractor healer, shaman, who feels your body and knows where it needs to be repaired. No x rays, none of that stuff. Just a natural healer. And so that took a few years to get my head back and my head back and my jaw. My jaw was broken, my neck was broken. So
Right.
uh, lots of broken bones. I was thrown down the steps and things of that sort. So I was healing physically, but I didn't heal emotionally. You know how that is. If you don't do your homework from your childhood, you fall down. And I fell down around 50. I was very depressed. Yeah, me, who's like spark of light, couldn't get out of bed because of depression. And suicidal too. I didn't want to live. Uh, and I felt the world was better off without me. That's shame guilt talking. That's shame guilt. So I went to
True.
therapy and did some talking, and I felt better, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't
How made
Lois.
you? Wow, what a journey, Louis. But how did you get into the
Shame.
realization that and get to the, because I know you went to a therapist, but what made you go into that road?
Because I kept on thinking the world's a better place without me. And I went, oh my God, I, I'm not dying, but I can't live. Do you see the difference? I don't want to
Yeah.
die, but I can't live.
And you
It,
had
it,
someone with you to help you to do that decision.
no, it was me and spirit, God. Yeah, me and God. Well, I had a
Okay.
near death experience in my childhood. So I was used to talking to
Right.
God. I didn't know everybody didn't do that, but I did. So
Mm-hmm.
I spent about a year talking to a counselor, and then I stopped because I got tired of talking about it. I decided to talk to myself instead. I said, hi, depression, how are you? What can you tell me? Hi,
Mm.
anxiety, how are you? And they start talking back to me. I found my
Dealing with
inner
your
voice.
with
Yeah. And the
that's
inner
right.
critic, I said, hi, how are you? And he said, I'm king. I'm in charge of everything. I said, okay, we got to make friends. So that started
So
the
true.
journey of self healing. And then I realized that shame and guilt were the main problems. And I went to the library, and anything I could find in 2000, they didn't have computers then. Well, they did, but
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't for general use. Bradshaw's book, Shame, Guilt. Shame is a sickness of the soul. And I went, yeah, that's true. But no one told you what to do with it. How's that going to help
Right.
me heal? So I learned how to see it within me. And then I would just release it. Now,
Mm. Okay.
and then I
What
changed.
kind of
I will tell you
right?
how to do that. I changed. Lost my gray hair. Um, I got healthier and younger, and everybody wanted to know what I was doing. So I said, I'm just talking to myself and getting rid of shame guilt. And so I taught them how to do it, and they got well. And then all of a
That's
sudden, all these people
good.
start coming to me and getting rid of the shame guilt. So I said, I guess that's what I do. I help people get rid of shame guilt. Now, why is this so? Go ahead. Why is this so
I,
important?
so good. It's so good. I'm so like, wow. I actually am speechless. I want to say so many things, but at the same time, I don't know how to start. But carry on, Louis. I mean, I'm
We can
really,
always have another
I'm so
session.
grateful.
But anyway, this is what I want to let people know.
Right.
Shame, guilt, not shame and guilt. Shame makes more guilt, guilt makes more shame. So when you divide it, your head goes division and you can't do
Mm.
anything. You it's like a dog wagging that's chasing its tail, never gets there. Now, you have a coin, and what do you have on the coin? You have heads and you have tails.
And right.
Well, shame, guilt is just like a coin. One side is heads and one side, but it's the same thing. Shame is in the unconscious mind, guilt's in the conscious mind. But it's the same thing. That's why I call it shame, guilt.
Ah, okay.
Very important because you see how your mind starts changing? You will never, ever, 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 did I say ever, get rid of guilt until you get rid of the shame causing the guilt.
Got it.
Okay? Put it on the refrigerator.
Got it now. Yeah.
Now, in the medical field, if we have a virus in our brain, they call it meningitis.
That's
If
correct.
you have the
Yes.
same virus in your kidneys, they call it nephritis. If you have the same virus in your liver, they call it hepatitis. If you have the same virus in your lungs, they call it pneumonia. Do you see where I'm going with this? So,
Yes.
because shame is in the unconscious mind and guilt's in the conscious mind, they give it different names to
Mm,
confuse you.
that's super powerful.
But it's the same energy, it's the same coin.
Of course, needs to be dealt in a different way, right? But it's the
Pardon?
same.
Shame, guilt is one name. You deal with it. You don't deal with shame and you don't deal with guilt. You deal with shame, guilt.
Okay.
Huge
Shame.
guilt. There's no and.
All right. Good. Okay. Got it. And so if it's one, is in two different places, but it's still
Yeah.
one. But one is on the subconscious and one is on the conscious. It doesn't work differently. It's like if the
It does
like you
work
said, if
differently, but it's the same thing. Like you get the
yeah,
same medication for nephritis, pneumonia, meningitis, and arthritis. You get the
that's
same
right.
medication. It isn't a separate
Right.
one.
Yeah, it is. Yes,
Wow.
I know what you mean. They add normally if you have like meningitis or in the liver, they will give you the same medication with some extra others that is necessary to keep other organs, but it's the same medication.
Same
I got
medicine.
it.
That's
Got
what
it.
I'm saying. Shame, guilt is one thing, and you kick it out. Not you don't kick shame out. You don't kick guilt out, and guilt's not good. Guilt is not good, and
Right.
shame is bad. That people and that your brain goes crazy. How no wonder we can't get rid of it. Shame, guilt is one thing, and you kick shame, guilt out. Oh, I don't have
Good.
shame. I have guilt. No, you don't. You got shame, guilt. Okay,
Hmm.
that's it.
This is
Now, what
this,
happens
yeah.
to your computer when it gets a virus?
It's cuckoo.
It goes cuckoo. It
Start
doesn't work.
slow down.
It
Slow
doesn't work, right?
down.
And we can have the same virus in our computer, but your Microsoft doesn't work and my hard drive doesn't work. So it doesn't matter. It's just goofy. And you're like, "Hmm." Do you see
Hmm.
the virus that the computer has? Do you see it?
No.
But you can see what it
See,
does.
that's
Right. But
right.
you don't see
Yeah.
this virus coming into your computer. You just see what it did.
Otherwise, I
Right.
would prevent. Hmm. No. Yeah.
Exactly. You'd like get rid of you. Now, shame guilt is like a virus. It comes into us by saying, "You stupid jerk, why did you do that?" That energy comes to you. Or you say
Hmm.
yourself, "I'll never pass that exam. I'm just too stupid to do that." You're shaming yourself. So either way,
Hmm.
it comes into you and it makes our body goes goofy. Our brain goes in confusion. Never, there's another thing right down. Never make a decision when you're in confusion, because confusion is shame guilt.
That's.
You better do that because nobody's going to like you. That's shame
Hmm.
guilt.
Yeah.
So you're
I agree.
doing it because of shame guilt. Never ever do that. You'll always, it will be wrong.
I'm taking notes, and I
Oh,
will because of everything you just said is makes so much sense, and I'm loving it. But I will change. the our title, for example, because I did place a real the name of our conversation today is a real talk to make shame and guilt visible, but I will change to a real talk to make shame guilt visible.
Visible. Right. And
Got
every
it.
time I write that, my says wrong spelling, wrong spelling. I said in a couple years you'll get it. But I'm a trailblazer, so that's what it is. Anyway, so
I will
it
do
makes
this.
our mind in confusion. It spiritually blocks us from spirit or our intuition. And it turns all our positive emotions to negative ones. Compassion, we see every emotion has a positive and a negative aspect. Shame guilt changes our compassion to depression. Shame guilt turns our intuition into anxiety.
Mm,
Shame guilt turns our passion to anger. See, so we're already passionate, we're already intuitive, we're already loving, compassionate, and joyful, but it turns everything to negative. So, why do you have to go to therapy for anxiety? Why do you have to go for anger? Why do you have to go for depression? You just get rid of shame guilt.
bang, bang, bang.
I was so happy when I discovered that because I said I'll never live long enough to go to therapy for all the things. I'm depressed, I'm unhappy, I'm suicidal, I'm anxious, I'm fearful. I mean, I'll never get all them done, but if I get rid of shame guilt, I'm good to go. How cool. And that's
Okay.
why people heal so quickly.
How long you been doing this, Louis?
About 15 years,
Helping out.
people.
Really transformation is one of the biggest and best transformations in the human beings, because if you realize this shame guilt like I'm realizing now,
It's
it
everything.
is
It's
it is
everything.
it is
And
because
if you
I'm
just
now
work on that, so I'm saying, why should I be? They said, oh, and years ago they said we don't mention it. I'm going, okay. Then the pandemic happened, and now I can talk about it. But they say, why don't you become a happiness coach, a joyful coach, a healing coach? I said, because that doesn't do anything. You'll be happy for a week, but you got to be working on this shame guilt. They go, we don't talk about that. I'm going, okay, I'll talk to you later. But now people are finally getting it that I tell the story. If my, when it rains, I have a leak in my bedroom and it leaks. And I have a leak in the kitchen and it leaks. And I have a leak in the bathroom. So every time it rains, I got to clean up these three rooms. And then it
Mhm.
rains again and I got to clean it up again. Wouldn't it be better to cover the holes in the roof?
Yes,
That's
definitely.
why I say, why to go to anxiety and just get rid of the shame guilt that's causing it, like the bacteria, like the virus. So that's
Mm.
why I'm, people have to understand this first before we can start kicking it out. You got to know your enemy. We only have one enemy, and it's shame guilt. Now, my wonderful
Wow.
hosts like you have given me very wonderful names. I'll tell you. Some people call the shame guilt energy a leech,
Oh,
sucking your power out. Because when you get rid of it, you become very powerful. Shame guilt alien. Some people call it that. See, I'm making it a thing. It's not an emotion, it's a thing that causes emotions. That's the difference. My very favorite is shame guilt is the evil wizard that messes with your mind.
I love it. I like that one as well. I prefer.
And
Yes.
you can pick your own,
Shame
believe me.
guilt.
I have a long list. So, do you see how it's outside of us? And so when
Yes.
someone says those words to you, you go, no, no.
I'm very aware and careful and about words that are coming from my mouth or either other people around me because I know the energies they carry, and we really need to be careful with that. And it's so important, this message that you bring today regarding this shift, because it's totally powerful shift to do in
Now,
any
when
life.
I give you a compliment, okay, I'm going to give you a
Okay.
compliment. On your reminder that you sent an hour ago before the podcast, you stated you only have one more hour. Most people say you just have 1 hour. Just is a shame word. Oh, I'm just talking to you for free today. I'm just
Oh,
um, making this. I just have time to talk to you today. That's shaming. Just is a very bad word to
oh,
use. Isn't that interesting?
oh,
Oh, I'm just
it
going to talk
is.
to you today. Don't devaluate me like you don't have anything else better to do. You just need to go and talk to me. That's devaluating. I want to talk to you
Mm,
today. Don't say I just going to send you an email. I'm going to send you an email. What's the just going for? Do you see the difference?
yes. It's
I'm
like the
sending
no.
I'm
Yep.
sending you an email. Rather than I'm just sending you an email today. I'm going like, what's the just about? Don't do that to me. I'm sending you an email.
That's fun. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Actually, I don't use certain words, and I'm glad justice not there because it doesn't make
It's a
sense for me.
stupid word only. Anyway,
Yes.
so
And
what
it's so,
um, what I want to say, uh, are you aware of Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz? That
yeah,
Dorothy who
that is a
followed
late.
the yellow brick road to find the wizard with the Tin
Yes,
Man
yes,
and the lion.
it
Okay,
was. Yeah.
yeah. Dorothy goes up the yellow brick road scared because she's going to see the wizard, right? She's all frightened. She walks up, and then Toto, her dog, pulls the curtain back. And what does Dorothy see? A little old man, bald and gray, with a big machine making a puff of green smoke. The jig is up. Shame Gilt's a puff of green smoke.
Um,
Once you know it, it dissolves. It's only a
dissolves
puff
straight
of green
away.
smoke.
I love it. What a teaching today. Wow. So powerful.
It's this. So when someone shames you or guilts you, or you guilt yourself, you go, "Oh, that's a puff of green smoke." And then you work on depression or anxiety or anger. Yeah, you got to have your emotions, but shame guilt is put upon
Straight
humanity
away.
to make us stupid. Okay? Governments use it, religions use it. Be guilty, be guilty. No, I can be regretful. I shouldn't have done it, but I ain't going to be guilty.
Yeah. This, yeah. Just send it away. Release so much tension, and it
Fear.
saves your life, and saves a life, right? Saves a
Yeah.
life straight away, because imagine for someone that doesn't release that shame guilt straight away or realize he suffers for many years. There we go. And you talk about what
That's
you
what
were
happened
saying.
to me at 50. I had shame,
Tell
guilt, all. I stuttered. I couldn't read or write because of the brain traumas. I was called stupid. I was called an idiot child. Hello? A little bit of shame, guilt there. And it all. It accumulates. It doesn't go away. You can't say, "Oh, go away." No, you have to find it and get rid of it.
Yes.
So I don't know what time is, but I need to say one thing. It's very important. And I would like to email you this graph. Okay. Dr. David Hawkins, he now lives in heaven. He took each emotion and gave it a numerical number. Okay. It's called the
Mhm.
map of consciousness. Enlightenment, highest one, 700,000. That's 700,000. With 30 more zeros is enlightenment. That's pretty high up there.
Mm. So
Okay.
you're gonna send me
That's the
this
highest
month.
energy you can have in the human body.
Mm.
Then it goes
Oh,
down. Love and joy and happiness and respect and honor. At 200, 200, it turns negative. So negative emotions
mm.
carry less vibrational energy. Okay.
Yes.
200, and then anger and hatred and regret. Guess what the lowest one is?
Shame, guilt.
Shame guilt. It comes in at 10. Shame guilt is the lowest energy that a human can have and still be alive. And that's
So that
powerful.
means it is. That means that anyone can conquer this, can kick it off the shame guilt. Anyone.
And what's
And you don't need
after shame guilt?
love.
Death. Death.
No,
Remember
love is our then. Yes, yes, we're
suicide?
going down.
Yeah,
Yes.
suicide. Isn't suicide because they're too guilty to live?
Yes, 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 yes. Suicide. No death, but suicide.
So I'm saying to you, if you have guilt or have shame feelings, you get out. Say, you call your friend, you call your therapist, you call anybody to get your vibration out. And if you don't have any friends or you're too embarrassed to call somebody, call a store. You can call Walmart or whatever stores you have, and they will talk to you about the hours. At least it gets you out of the guilt hole because there's no solution with guilt. But you
Right.
can say, I have regret because I put my money in this corporation and it went bad and now I lost money. Well, I won't do that again, but I don't feel guilty. I feel regretful. Regret is okay. Anger is okay. Depression's okay. But don't be in guilt because there's no hope for
Mm,
you. So that's my last message today. Get out of
fantastic.
guilt. You
Thank you
can't
so
be in
much.
guilt. You can't be in shame. Okay? Because there's no, it's the dead end. But you can be angry. You can be depressed. You can
And
even
be
hate
upset.
somebody. But don't be guilty. That's
Yeah.
no solution.
Yes. It's really danger there on
It's
the guilt.
danger. Very
It
well
is.
said. It's a dangerous place to be. But you can get out of it because you can talk to a person, you can read my books, and also on my website, I have Now is the Time book, 30 pages. And it's all the readings from Spirit. God talks, I write. I'm just his secretary. So I have all those writings on my website for free, and you just press the print button and you can get out of the shame guilt hole.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ollie, Louis. Hollis is your last name. I'm so, so grateful for this amazing session. This is so powerful. So we finish, so we have to go now. I would love to stay longer, but we are about to, yes. we need to
Well,
finish
it takes a
our
while
session.
to get all this information too. We don't want to overload anybody.
That's right. And everyone can come back and listen on our YouTube, LinkedIn, and also it's going to be available on other platforms like Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Google Podcasts very, very soon. So anyone can jump there and listen and take notes and listen again and
And
share with
listen again, and listen again.
friends and family. And Louis, where can people find you? How they can get in touch? I know you mentioned your website, but what is your website? Is any social
Lois
media? Can you?
Hollis.com. LoisHollis.com. And that links me you to my films. I have about, I don't know, 100 podcasts on that, maybe more. I don't know. But it's all free. I give private sessions. I have to charge for that. But
Right.
you can get a lot of information on my website because I want you to learn and sign up for my newsletter because I have an ebook for you. 500
Beautiful.
questions, one answer. 500 ways you can shame yourself and you can guilt yourself and other people can do it to you. Because we don't
Wow.
know. We've been taught by our culture to shame ourselves, right? So we got to
Yeah.
educate ourselves. Okay, know
And
your
it's
enemy.
never too late.
I
That's
went
my
to
word
film.
from.
I went to film school at 62. Of course, I was the oldest one to make my films because I wanted to make shame guilt visible. So I had to go to
That's
film school.
that's so good. I'm so inspired. Oh, that's beautiful. And like I said, I just said never is too late. Like we
Never.
look to Louis and we can see and watch and listen. Never, ever is too late.
And if you can start
Thank you so
rollerblading at 76, it's okay.
much. It's okay.
It's good.
I'm gonna go back to rollerblading because I used to when I was young, but
Oh, well, then go
yeah,
do it. It's so fun. It's so fun. It's so fun.
yes, it is. I know it is. It's just the shame or the guilt. I need to sort this out. I will see. You will see. I will send it.
No, look at my films. I'mGoodFilm.com. No apostrophe. I'mGoodFilm.com. I have my films on there. They show you how to take it and throw it away.
Fantastic. I am
I'm good. I am good film.
good film. I'm
Dot
just
com.
film.com.
That's it.
Everyone can listen. So, in terms of social media, people can find you on
All of them. Twitter and
read, read it.
Instagram and Facebook. So I got a Facebook group, Shame Guilt Stoppers. Want me to become a Shame Guilt Stopper? So I'm on everyone. I don't do it. My tech friend does, but I'm on that TikTok. I'm on them all. So,
Oh, really? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's really beautiful. I hope you inspire a lot of young people, because
oh
I
yes.
always use TikTok and I'm thinking about these young people, these generations,
Oh, they need help.
and they need a
Oh,
lot of support.
that's why
Definitely,
I
yeah.
keep saying that you can't be
We
in
all
guilt.
need.
You can't.
We
You
need.
can't be in guilt.
We as they have the opportunity to shine bright today more than before. Like us, we didn't have that opportunity to be more how I say online and doing things and share their feelings and everything. We has older than them, we also have the opportunity to help them more than we done before. So this is the time we come with our voices and kick it off, shame, guilt, bring a better mindset, help them financially. We can support and move on,
When you
carry
kick
on, and believe
when you
in you.
kick shame guilt out, you automatically get a new mindset. You don't have to go looking for it. It's already there. You just got to kick it out. That's all. It's an intruder. It's a
Yeah.
leech. It's an alien. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We'll have a
I
contest.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Louis. Thank you. I'm really blessed, feeling the blessed to be able to talk to you, to listen your teachings, and to be able to share this moment with other people around the globe. Thank you so much for your presence. And
Thank
keep
you.
keep doing your work, and it is one of the best Thanksgiving days that I had in my life
Oh,
since I remember. And today is so special to have this message on Thanksgiving Day. It's really good. It's really good. God bless you.
bless you.
Okay. You take care. All right, my dear. I see you soon for sure. We're going to get together again for sure. Uh, Okay, so we came to the end. So I had this amazing conversation with Lois Hollis, sorry. And I hope you felt inspired, transformed. And if you didn't have the chance to hear this conversation from the beginning, please take some time and make sure you listen. And God bless you all. Women Flix inspire and empowers women to achieve financial freedom worldwide. Take care and God bless. Bye bye.